Hey everyone, Ralph here from the Earth Student. We just wanted to wish you all a happy Earth Day and give you guys a little walkthrough here. This is a dwarf Orinoco banana. That is also a cooking banana. It can be eaten also sweet out of hand. Very amazing specimen from our dear friend Chip. And we wanted to show you one of the ways that we work with the banana is that right now you can see the main mama trunk and you can see her two little babies. There's one here and there's one behind. And this is the perfect scenario of growing bananas in order to have strong production. And the idea here is that you always have these three. You have the mother and you have the two children always going. And whenever you get past that point, for example, when this will fruit, you would cut back that stalk of this banana and it would become a soil food. And how does that happen? We'll show you. Check this out. We would cut back the stalks and we lay them down behind the bananas in this little raised growing bed. And over time, the banana stalks, once cut in half and laid down, showed to us by our friend Pete Canaris up in Spring Hill with Green Dreams, it becomes soil. All this starts to break down the innards of the banana, super full of water, because bananas aren't actually trees, they're herbs. So being that they're herbaceous, they break down really wonderfully and create a lot of soil content in the garden. So we break them down by just putting a bunch of mulch on top and laying them next to our plants, next to our annuals and perennials, and creates a little food system of creating soil in place. Hey y'all, standing underneath one of our mango trees here. We believe this to be a turpentine variety. This is one of the ones that they would use for rootstock in the commercial mango cultivation. Being that it makes a really stringy fruit that's not the best eaten out of hand, just like this one that's in my hand. So we actually have the seeds saved and we'll plant them out. After a year or two of growing, we can then graft onto them by taking the branch of a superior variety and making a little magic happen and putting it right on top right there with some grafting tape and some precision. They make a beautiful canopy. They are pioneer species in the sense that they can thrive in sand and really just love Florida for what it is. This is Mexican sunflower. In Latin, Tithonia diversifolia. In Spanish, sometimes called botón de oro, or girasol mexicana. This is an incredible plant for the fact that it brings up nutrition from the soil and deposits it in its leaves. So in the permaculture world, they would call this a chop and drop plant. And what that means is as simple as it sounds. You would take a branch that we just cut here recently, and you can take your hand or machete and really just strip down the leaves. All those leaves that can get cut up, or they can be made into a compost tea, or they can simply get buried underneath some mulch around your fruit trees or around your vegetables, and that will deposit nutrition in place around your plants so the roots can grab it all up. And just where we deposited those Mexican sunflower leaves in this mound here is one of our favorite plants ever. This is Manaha esculenta, or yucca cassava. One of our most amazing starch producing root crops that we have. This little cutting was planted about a month ago and will make anywhere from 5 to 10, 15 pounds of tuber that we can either turn into flour or cook straight and boil or fry or bake. It's an incredible plant and we have a good amount of mounds here and they love growing in Florida. This is a tropical plant planted across the world, originating from the Amazon. So we hope you enjoyed this little walk around in the garden and that you might have learned something new.
We hope that you're inspired to get outside, plant some plants, maybe peek over and make friends with your neighbor and see what plants they got growing on. And we hope to see you here soon.